250. 250. Knee high, pushing with it.
Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket! Pushing with it.
Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket! Pushing with it.
Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
pushing.
Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
Pushing.
Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sound check.
Welcome to the MABA Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It has come down to this, the semi-final round of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. And we are moments away from our first semi-finals matchup between the Pilipinas Aguilas and the Kuala Lumpur Aseel. My name is Noel Zarate, working alongside Meng. Go ahead, Meng. Greet all your legions of fans out there.
Welcome to the MABA Stadium and welcome to the live stream to the guys on tuning up online.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, one day's rest can do a lot of things for these teams. They have been playing almost in consecutive days, but one day rest it's back to normal for everybody. Let's talk about this Pilipinas Aguilas squad. Actually, both teams finished the elimination round, or the preliminary round, at 4 wins and 1 loss. Now, for the Pilipinas Aguilas, they have a veteran-laden lineup with a bunch of youngsters in there, Meng.
And you know, the veterans will be in charge of leading the youngsters, you know, giving them the experience, teaching them how to go through the game.
Well, the veterans here, of course, Mac Baracael, who came out of retirement just a mere couple of weeks before we started here, playing like a 20-year-old once again. He is one of the candidates for most valuable player. But of course, with him is Prince Eze, who has been Mr. Everything in the middle for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
No, definitely, man. Prince Eze, the Nigerian prince, I call him, you know. He's really decent as a rim protector and a guy that can finish the basket down low.
Now for Kuala Lumpur, Aseel, of course, one of the most popular teams in all of Malaysia. Let's talk about this squad, the grit, determination, and of course, the desire for this very young squad.
No, of course, you know, this is sort of like the B team. We've talked about this, you know, the Harimau Malaysia is the A squad, and the KL Aseel is sort of the B squad, but a B squad that you cannot count out in any game. They've shown resilience throughout the season, fought for an incredible comeback win, 11 points in the final 2 minutes, you know, and they're just a side that has impressed me this whole season.
Well, Megan Mahadevan is going to be the man to watch here, of course. One of the keys in the middle position here for the Kuala Lumpur Aseel. But the guards have been doing spectacularly as well.
No, you know, what can I say about the guards? Lim Chi Wei, he's been impressive. Tan Chi Sing, 2 floor generals that are really impressive. And then the blazing guns of KL Aseel. Yong Gun and Joshua Gun. We'll be looking to the shooting here tonight.
All right, just in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Janine Sakal talk to both of the coaches. We will step away for just a few moments. When we return, Janine will have the 2 coaches before we begin our first semifinal here in the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship.
Things are about to heat up as we are now moments away from our first game in the semifinals. It's a battle between 2 teams with similar records. So good evening, Malaysia. Good evening, world. This is Janine Sakal, and I'll be your courtside reporter in this game. And I have here with me assistant coach Yichun from KL Aseel and assistant coach Mike Ramos from Pilipinas Aguilas. So let me ask you first, Coach Yichun. After that upset in the last game against Ilang Pacific, how is the team coming into this game now?
I think we're still full of energy. We take a lot of time keeping up with what we didn't do well on the previous game. We did a lot of practice yesterday, but besides that, we've been trying to rest.
Trying to rest while keeping up. All right, now let's ask assistant coach Mike. So Coach Mike, 2 weeks ago, these teams, these players were leading completely different lives. I saw that post on Facebook. So tell me, how significant is this milestone for the team now?
Well, it's very important because everybody has a lot to prove. Even those players who are already well accomplished, they have a lot to prove, especially all they want is to be able to make their countrymen proud and get this win for our countrymen.
I'm sure the Filipinos watching there are very proud of this team already. The only Filipino team who made it to the semifinal round. And now, I'm sure the panel is missing us, so let's turn it back to them.
Much, Janine. We are moments away from the start of this one. Again, we are having 2 semifinal matches here today. Later on, it will be MBC taking on Harimau. And we now have Graham Esber announcing the starters for both squads.
Stadium for our semifinal day. This is our first game of the night between the Kuala Lumpur Aseel and the Pilipinas Aguilas. Let's now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Number Starting center at 6'6", number 5, Megan Mahadevan. At forward, 6 foot, number 10, Wee Yang. And at power forward, number 77 at 6'2", Wei Long. Their head coach is Yi Lip. And now the starters for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Starting point guard at 5'10", number 12, Jello Alanila. Shooting guard at 5'9", number 14, Rafi Reyes. Starting center at 6'10", number 1, Prince Eze. Forward at 6'1", number 31, B-Boy Angel. And a power forward, 6'4", number 45, Mac Baracael. Their head coach is Luis Montfort. Game officials are Nelson Chan, Ingwan Lu, and Hung Zung Ye.
Pilipinas Aguilas in the black and the gray shirts or the gray uniforms belonging to Kuala Lumpur Aseel. They went undefeated, and we all thought that they would just be topping Group A or Group B easily, but they did suffer that loss in their last game.
Exactly, they dropped that last game in the regular season. You know, perhaps a little bit of complacency coming into the players on the squad. You know, just losing focus and dropping that game.
Well, the first possession of semi-final number 1 goes to Megan Mahadevan and the rest of Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Megan's going to miss from the outside. 1 against 4. Good battle for the rebound there by Sung Kaan.
And, you know, the Megan Mahadevan versus Prince Eze matchup is something I'm looking forward to in this game right here. Oh!
Underneath, Prince Eze already making his presence felt by protecting the rim on that reverse. Shot clock did not reset, however. 5 seconds to shoot. And Kuala Lumpur Aseel getting the penetration. That's a wild shot. Mahadevan can't get it to go. That was Sung on the miss, and here come the Pilipinas Aguilas.
You know what, Noel, I've been really impressed with Megan Mahadevan's mentality in these few games. Really aggressive going to the rim.
Well, remember, he did spend time in the Philippines with this Kuala Lumpur Aseel squad, of course, with the bulk of the Harimau players as his teammates. Still no score in this one as Prince Eze clears for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
And Prince Eze will be relied upon here, you know, 14.75 rebounds per game.
He had 20 in their last game, by the way. Here's Rafi Reyes momentarily open, getting it over now to B-Boy Engil. One of the late additions to the team, actually was in the original lineup, but only saw 2 games here. And now it is another 3-pointer. This has been the weapon for Kuala Lumpur Aseel.
Exactly, you know, if you don't know the KL Aseel team that has played in the Sportsclick Filbasket tournament, Wee Yong Gan and Joshua Gan, you can't leave them open outside the arc.
They are the blazing guns of this Kuala Lumpur Aseel side, as Mac Baracael, who is averaging close to 20 points a game, is able to get that one done.
Yes, you know, Mac Baracael averaging 18 points per game, and you know, he gets his looks in low, in the mid-range. That's where he works his magic.
Hey, not bad for a 36-year-old who just came out of retirement a couple of weeks ago. 3-2 in favor of Kuala Lumpur Aseel early. Another 3-pointer on its way. That is good once again. And what a blazing start here for Kuala Lumpur Aseel.
You know, Dewey Young trying to get into that blazing guns conversation right here. But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
That's called Gan Gan D. If he joins the parade.
The D-Gun Guns.
The D-Gun Guns. Yeah, you're right. Here's Reyes. There's going to be a 3-second violation or an offensive foul called by our chief official, Nelson Wong. If that's on Eze, he'd better watch it. It is on Eze, so he can't get into foul trouble. This is a 1-game elimination for a chance in the finals.
Exactly. You know, in the NBA, you get 7 games to do your magic. You get to scout out the teams. You get to feud them out a little bit. But here is just a 1-game win or go home.
Of course, each team has already played 5 games. That's enough material for scouting. Mahadevan inside, blocked again. The second coming from Eze. And the recovery made by B-Boy Engyo now for the Pilipinas Aguilas on the sidestep, met by the defense and still scores.
Oh, you know, B-Boy Engyo driving to the rim there, drew a lot of contact.
Watch out, this is Nelson Wong, by the way. Our crew chief today is one of the most senior referees in all of Malaysia, Nelson Wong, and he will not hesitate to call a timeout or a technical foul on you.
You know, exactly. You know, I remember the Bumi Borneo game where he gave a tech for the coach for just being too animated.
Yeah. I mean, he wants to keep everything under control, and that is an early warning here for the Philippines. Louis Montfort is just laughing this one off right now, but the technical free throw will go to Yong. Let's see if he can get that gun calibrated. Yes.
Yeah, and you know, in such a high tension game, this is the semifinal. You've got the home team right here, KL Aseel, with their fan base behind them. You know, tensions are gonna flare. Players are gonna get aggressive, and I think referee Nelson's doing a good job here, just to settle things down a little bit to start the game.
Well, it is a 3-point lead right now for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. We got 7:20 remaining here in this first quarter, and another three. Diwi Gan can't connect that time. Here's Mac Baracael. There's a flopping warning already against someone. And Baracael is going to be held down. That's Megan Mahadevan. He's also one guy who can't get into foul trouble.
Yeah, and you know, you said it just right. Megan Mahadevan, you know, he has 4 fouls. I remember him having 4 fouls in 2 quarters in a single game. And he's got to be careful right here because Prince Eze, you know, I think that he's the only counter for KL Aseel against him.
So let's see if he can keep his fouls in check. Actually, it's 1 versus 1 right now in terms of fouls for the big guys. Eze with 1 and Mahadevan with 1. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Baracael can't get it to go. Our score may change 7-4. That could change right now on this layup. That was Yong.
Yeah, that was a nice challenge from a nice hustle from Angelo Jello Alangian, but Gan was able to just make that layup over him.
Baracael has taken most of the shots here for the Pilipinas Aguilas in the first quarter, and he nails another one. Oh, that's just a case of bad dribbling. They're almost turned it over. 6:38 remaining. Another 3 on its way. Not there. And Prince Eze will clear the miss from Yong.
Yeah, you know, Diwi Young tried to go for the offensive rebound, but that height advantage and that length is just something you can't overcome with hustle.
Rafi Reyes, of course, one of the mid-range specialists here for the Pilipinas Aguilas, cutting the lead down to 1. It is 9-8. Big sag being given here by Eze on Mahadevan. And here's another jumper from 15. That one bounces out. That was a miss coming from Sun Kaan.
Yeah, and you know, when Prince Eze gives Megan Mahadevan that kind of space, I want to see him try to take it into the body of Prince.
Well, he took a 3 earlier. Alangila, you don't want to leave this guy open for very long. He will miss. Long rebound, tapped away. And into the front court is Diwi Yang. 3-pointer is short. Not a good idea.
Not a good shot right there. You know, rushed it in transition. He should have waited for his teammates to come up.
Reyes with a miss. Baracael has it poked away from behind. And our first look now at a couple of players, or 3 players coming in for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. In the meantime, Alan Mangahas, the veteran, will see his first action for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Actually, it's a 4-man sub. And check that, a 5-man sub. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know, maybe Coach Ikilip just trying to manage his players a little bit, let them take a rest, you know, manage the foul trouble for Megan Mahadevan, spread it out a little bit. They've got a really capable second team here.
That's right, that's right. You know, anybody can start in this Kuala Lumpur Aseel squad. It's actually a 4-man sub. Only Yong remains from the original starting lineup. Mac Baracael now going over to Alan Mangas, who played extensive minutes in their last game, trying to get his feet wet, as was this guy who was player of the game, B-Boy Engyo. Mangas left open, sharp 3. That's a miss, and we were chiding him earlier because he's wearing socks today.
Does he not usually wear socks?
He actually had a photo taken with the socks on. I'm not sure if he has them on right now.
No way. I mean, doesn't he get blisters from it? Like, I'm not a professional player, and I get blisters if I don't wear socks.
The thing is, he might be wearing one of those little toe socks, you know. A miss by Baracael on the frontal assault. You can see Pilipinas Aguilas trying to run at every occasion. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining, another 3. This one is offline, coming from Yong.
And, you know, 2 very contrasting styles here. The Pilipinas Aguilas prefer to pound it down low, whereas the KL Aseel, you know, run and gun is their name of the game, you know.
Well, talking about getting it down low right there, man, no one's going to stop Prince Eze if he gets that kind of space. And now the Pilipinas Aguilas have their first lead of the game at 10-9, and that's going to force the hand of Ikilip to call this timeout. Once again, we are bringing you the semifinals of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Let's take a look at our leading move of the game from Mac Baracael, and there'll be more of that later on. We'll be right back. Stay with us. 4:50 remaining here in the first quarter as we return to the action here at the MABA Stadium in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Noel Zarate with Meng. And we are bringing you the semi-finals matchup number 1 here in the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Kuala Lumpur Aseel leaving a guy wide open, and that is Lim Chi Wei. Big mistake.
Yeah, you know, usually known more as a distributor. He averaged about 5.3 assists in the regular season, but knocking down the three is something he can do as well.
B-Boy Angyo with a deep one right now. That is a set shot 3 for the former member of the Indonesian national team.
Yeah, no, you know, B-Boy Angyo, Indonesian Philippine mix, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. He played for the Indonesian national team for quite a while as well. Also saw action for the CLS Knights in the ASEAN Basketball League. 4 minutes remaining here in the first. A lot of outside shooting here for Aseel. Nothing really going inside, but it has been working for them. They're only down by 1. Reyes now to Mangahas. They get it over now to Mark Racho, seeing his first action of the game. That pass is too high for even Prince Ese, but Reyes with the presence of mind to knock it out of the hands of Wee. Here's Engyo putting it on the floor. No.
Yeah, and you know, John Wong doing a good job there, fronting the post every single time.
Right. Oh, nice execution there on the drop pass. That is Yong Liu Wei, and he'll get a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, just gonna correct you a little bit. It's Liu Wei Yong.
Liu Wei Yong, thank you.
And you know, known more as a mid-range specialist. You know, we talked about this. Hernan Escosio.
Oh, Escosio. Right, yeah, Escosio.
Escosio, yeah. You know, we talked about him. Liu Wei Yong being the Malaysian Hernan Escosio.
Escosio.
Sorry, man, you gotta help me with this. Escosio.
I can handle the Filipino names. You do the Malaysian names.
We'll stick to our own nations.
So we're going to have a sub once again coming in. Chan Yu Tang is coming in for the first time. So 3:32 remaining in this first quarter. Kuala Lumpur Aseel has picked up a 2-point lead, 15-13. And Harold Cortez seeing his first action now for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Mark Racho trying to do that high-low once again with Prince Ese. Darwish Baderi in the game for the first time. Racho baseline, can't get it to go. And a foul against, it looks like against Pilipinas Aguilas. That's Baderi going to be called for the foul.
Let's take a look at that on the replay. I wasn't sure what quite happened, but you know, Lim Chi Wei boxing out. You know, the smallest guy on the court, putting body on Darwish Baderi there.
Darwish Baderi is about 6'6", 6'7". Good luck with that, right? But Darwish did get called for the foul. His first. 15-13 as we come up on 3 minutes remaining here in the first. Nice head fake, and the reverse is going to go here for Liu Wei Yong.
Liu Wei Yong tends to be a clutch player for KL Aseel. You know, comes up with big baskets when they really need it, but getting his scoring going early here in the game.
Another seal attempt here by Ezet, poked away once again. And here comes Liu into the front court, and he's going to keep it himself. That's 6 straight points off the bench.
Wow, you know, Filipinas player Mac Baracael that tried to draw the charge, but you know, referee saw nothing wrong with that. You know, Baracael didn't go down, so legal play right there, and a good 6 points now for unlikely contributor Liu Wei Yong.
Well, 7 in a row now coming from Kuala Lumpur. Aseel had started out with a 3-pointer as well earlier on. So with this 6-point lead right now, a timeout has been called by the Pilipinas Aguilas. We'll be right back. Two minutes and 43 remaining here in the first quarter as we welcome you back to the MABA Stadium. This is semi-final Saturday here in the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Noel Zarate working this game with Meng. Of course, I'm from the Philippines. Meng is from Malaysia. Janine Sakal now, excuse me, Janine Sakal is also from the Philippines, by the way. We're going to hear her report in just a bit. Here's Mangahas now setting the table for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Suddenly down by 6. Mark Racho wants the baseline. Denied. Gets it out now to Mangahas. And Ren Sihongpan, the 40-something-year-old, is in the game for the first time. Nowhere to go, and he throws it away coming off the Pilipinas Aguilas timeout. Aseel did well to keep it on their side of the floor. Here's another fake. Oh, great fake. Extra pass. Read well that time by Cortez. Good idea by Lim Chi Wei, and a foul given up in the backcourt.
Yeah, you know, and I got to be a bit worried for the courtside seats right there.
Yeah.
People in the courtside seats. You know, the ball could come flying at you any single time, and you got to be ready to get out of the way.
Yeah, we do have a couple of children there as well, right near the center line, so their parents had better have pretty good reflexes. Here we go with Mangahas as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Still a 6-point lead for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Bederi now, top of the key. Puts it on the floor, almost lost at the possession. Mangas over to Siong Pan, that's a little too strong. And here's Lim Chi Wei into the front court. He's still got it, pull up from 12, that's a miss. Battle for the rebound. Racho tries to snare it for the Filipinos, and he will touch it last.
Yeah, and Mark Racho there complaining about a call right there. Said he got pulled on the arm, and you know.
He might have had a case, but it was just all in the spur of the moment, part of the action as well. It is a contact sport. Basketball is a contact sport.
Exactly, you know, and referees do let the play go on a little sometimes.
Pilipinas Aguilas on a 2-3 zone that allows that shot coming from Liu Wei Yong. And after 3 consecutive field goals, that's his first miss of the game. 19-13, our score remains unchanged. Harold Cortez has this in his arsenal, and he is going to make the defense pay.
Wow, you know, something unexpected right there. Pilipinas Aguilas, you know, cutting the lead down to 3 with that shot from Cortez.
Right, Cortez actually a deadly sniper, especially if he does it with a set shot. Baseline is not available right now for the Malaysians. They swing it around, another open look for 3, and they dodged the bullet there. That was a wide open look for Lim Chi Wei.
You know what? Coach Louis Monfort was not happy on the sidelines right there as they gave up yet another open 3.
Oh, another turnover here coming from Racho. That's his 3rd here. And a turnover here against the Malaysians. And they are called for steps. That is John Wong, who didn't know where to go with the ball.
It looked a bit unnatural there, but he might have taken maybe 2.5 steps right there.
They should have put it up then. That still would have been legal. 19-16 right now. Under a minute remaining in the first. Alan Mangas has not looked for his offense. Neither has Darvish Bederi. Mangas now against Lim. They get it out to Racho. Let's see if he can contribute this way. No, it's still short. Lim Chi Wei tapping it out.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing about the Pilipinas Aguilas in this game right here, they're trying to match KL Aseel from the beyond the arc, but they shouldn't be doing that. Just continue pounding the paint and get points easily.
But KL Aseel also not doing too well from the outside at this point. Final 13 seconds of this first quarter, and the Pilipinas Aguilas would like to take the last shot. Harold Cortez asking for a clear out. Mangas right now, 5 on the shot clock. Ren Sihongpan gets it out again to Mangas with the frontal floater. That's a miss. And that will do it for the first 10 minutes of action of our first semifinals matchup this afternoon. Kuala Lumpur Aseel hanging on to a 3-point lead, 19-16 against the Pilipinas Aguilas, Bang.
Yeah, no, and you know, I do feel that Pilipinas Aguilas do have to, you know, I know it's the zone they're playing against, but get someone in the high post, take advantage of that, you know, play a high-low pass down low, and, you know, get someone open. They have big guys inside the paint, you know, and they got to take advantage of their size a little bit.
We did see the leading move of the game earlier coming from Mac Baracael, but a bunch of 3-pointers have actually been the catalyst for the Kuala Lumpur Aseel lead to this point, including this AICC 3-pointer that happened early in the first quarter coming from Di Wei Yang. We are at the quarter break. We will be right back. We're about to begin the second quarter in our first semifinals matchup of the day. Kuala Lumpur Aseel 19, Pilipinas Aguilas 16. Let's begin with this report from Janine Sakal.
After that upset against Yong Pacific, KL Aseel admitted they underestimated a once winless team, plus their poor defense contributed to that loss. Now this Malaysian team just wants to get what they learned from that loss and move on. Yong, who was nursing a fever yesterday, told me earlier they did not expect to get into the semis, but now that they are here, they are just focused on this relentless backcourt from the Philippines. Now back to the panel.
Well, the relentless backcourt has actually taken a back seat from the relentless frontcourt here because Mac Baracael has done a bulk of the scoring so far for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Let's see if the backcourt can get involved. Harold Cortez hit a 3 earlier. Comes up empty here. We do have some numbers from the first quarter to share with our audience, Bang.
Yeah, you know, and true to what we said, Pilipinas Aguilas taking 8 3-pointers but only knocking down 2, while KL Aseel knocking down 3 out of 10. So not a good shooting night for both teams.
3 out of 10, that's 30% at this point. And for the primary weapon of Kuala Lumpur Aseel, that's going to be a problem for them. Quick release on the 3 coming from Tan. Follow-up is not there. Megan Madevan is back in the game. That was Tanchi Seng on the miss. They get it to Baracael, but that was a very dangerous pass between these two buddies, Mangas and Baracael.
Yeah, you know, and I envision Baracael will take it down in the post, you know, going against Megan Mahadevan on the next play. But Megan Mahadevan, you know, a youngster here who I've heard is nursing a back injury, you know. So sometimes he might not play to his full potential. You know, he's hurting right now.
Well, he is working the post right now, and I believe a 3-second violation, which is correct because Megan sort of looked around for 2 seconds, then tried to get the ball. He was still in the paint. 3-second violation called against him. And our score remains unchanged here, Meng.
Yeah, you know, good switch for Pilipinas Aguilas into a 2-3 zone. I don't think they've conceded a lot of shots after they switched to that.
Well, looking at the 3 out of 10 shooting from beyond the arc, they could probably play zone the whole night if that's going to be the case for the KL Aseel. Not getting it done from the outside consistently, at least at this point. Here's Adrian Lau attracting the triple team, and that's going to be a reach-in called on Diwi Yang.
Exactly, you know, but KL Aseel just doing a good job. Every time it goes down into a post, when they think they got the mismatch, they immediately double and double hard.
Alan Mangas is going to take a seat. And we have the return now of Rafi Reyes, who did pretty well as the starting deuce. Reyes will inbound now for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Baracael now puts it up with one hand once again. That's another miss. So both teams struggling with their offense. Here's an outlet pass. Good fake. Will it be a finish? Yes, it is for Wee Yong Gan.
Yes, and you know, a quick layup there got Bederi up on his feet, but maybe that will get the offense going again here in this game.
Bederi missed their last game because of a back spasms issue. Oh, another 3. Harold Cortez with his second in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you said set shot. I don't think I saw him lift off the ground right there.
That was Larry Bird-like, the way he just shot that one. So it's down to 2 right now, 21-19, the lead of Kuala Lumpur Aseel. 3-pointer, good challenge. That's going to be offline. Rafi Reyes, of course, more known for his defense. Bederi getting the ball early. Let's see what he does with this one. Gets it over to Reyes. Lau. Moving it inside, Mac Baracael with a solo effort.
You know, that's just a veteran move there. That's all the muscle memory from his multiple years of playing basketball.
That's right. You know, he was a member of the Philippine national team since 2009. And here's Tan getting that one up. That was Tan Wei Long, and another whistle to halt play. It appears that we will stay on this side of the court.
Oh, that's a tough foul there on Megan Mahadevan, if I'm not wrong. And, you know, he fell on his back there, so got to be careful here. I've heard
Adrian Lau, yeah, it's going to be called for the foul, number 25 for the Philippines. And Megan, one thing, if he learned anything from the Philippines, even if he only played a couple of games before getting injured when they played in the Filbasket Summer Championship, is to learn how to take hits from these very physical Filipinos.
And you know, tell you what, on that play right there, that's just a good basic play. He boxed out Adrian Lau right there, you know, on the offensive rebound no less, and forcing Adrian to commit that foul.
Number 1 on Lau. They have 8 seconds to shoot, and that was a pass to nobody in particular coming from Diwi Yang.
Yeah, you know, the jerseys of the two teams, you know, looking very similar to the referee's jersey. So, you know, maybe a little bit of a Shaqting a fool moment right there. Can we hashtag that?
Well, I'm not quite sure about that because I could have sworn I'm looking at 2 versions of the San Antonio Spurs right now with the uniforms.
Gray and black, yeah.
Yeah. Alangilan getting it over out to Reyes on the left side, getting the pick from Adrian Lau. Reyes tries to create space. Good luck against Megan Mahadevan. Oh, that is intercepted. That's an errant pass for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, and you know, Megan Mahadevan, not just a big body, he can move his feet well as well. And you know, trying to lead the break on that one just there, but not knocking down the shot.
Yeah, Aseel has missed their last 5 attempts from beyond the arc. Here's B-Boy Engyo, hit a 3 earlier. Baracael puts it on the floor and tries to split the defense, but to no avail.
And once again, Megan Mahadevan just being an X factor for them in the paint. You know?
We haven't seen Prince Eze come back in the game. They haven't needed it so far. Tied at 21. Here is Baracael. Getting it over now to B-Boy Engyo. Quick passing. Adrian Lau's got this in his arsenal and he knocks it down.
Yeah, you know, and I'm looking at the shoes of Adrian Lau right here. You know, that's some colorful shoes.
That's right. 7 points now scored in a row for the Filipinos. Mahadevan underneath. Oh, that's tough. What do you call him? The Malaysian Zion? Is that what you call him?
Malaysian Zion. But that looked a little bit like, you know, Kenneth Lofton Jr., you know, the new pick.
Well, as long as he gets it done, you can compare him to anyone. That's probably what Megan's going to say. Tied at 23 right now. Baracael launches the 3. Good challenge that time by Mahadevan.
And you know, just great defense again. Megan Mahadevan playing in the middle of that 1-3-1 zone defense, and his length and his you know, unique blend of athleticism and length is able to challenge a lot of shots.
How about the basketball IQ of Mac Baracael playing the passing lanes correctly? B-Boy Engyo. The only way you can stop him when he gets that close is to foul him, and that's exactly what the Malaysians did.
You know what? That was a good foul right there. If that foul wasn't there, I think it would have been an open basket for B-Boy Engyo, and you don't want to give that in such a close game right here.
Engyo scored 18 points in their last outing against Adroit. Was assessed player of the game, but he also played more than 30 minutes in that one. He needed that kind of a game to get his legs under him. Remember, he had joined this squad after their 3rd game already, so he only played 2 games during the preliminary round with the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, you know, and similar to the Makabayan Warrior, you know, which had three guys join them late, you know. If they had that 3 guys earlier in the season, maybe we would be seeing the Makabayan Warriors right here in the playoffs.
Well, only 1 Philippine team had survived. We got 3 Malaysian teams in the semifinals as Engyo rolls in the second, and that's the cue now for Prince Eze to check back in for Adrian Lau.
There you go. Once again, another tough matchup there for Megan Mahadevan. But I did read the report of one of our media guys there. And, you know, Megan Mahadevan, you know, embracing the idea of playing against these foreign bigs. You know, he believes he has the mismatch no matter who he goes up against, you know. So I expect him to use his...
Oh, but he is met by Eze once again. That's the 3rd block of Eze, 2 of them on Megan Mahadevan.
Yeah, you know, the length of Prince Eze, just something that you can't teach.
Right. Again, 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan. That's pretty difficult to go against. Engyo, no. Eze can't get the follow-up either, and he will try again and score.
If you give up easy rebounds like that, he was boxed out right there, but you know, 7-foot wingspan is not something easy to box out.
You know, you're looking at Prince Eze, he's got the body of a Kevin Durant. He's probably as tall as Kevin Durant too.
Yeah,
but definitely doesn't move as fast as Kevin Durant, that's for sure. Here's Gan. They move it around now. Center post. Liu inside to Gan once again. Defense collapsing. And here is Lim Chi Wei getting it out. Another 3-pointer. Finally breaking the drought is John Wong.
You know, John Wong regaining his fitness right now. And he's being a great contributor in today's game.
The Thunder Sticks are out now for the KL Aseel squad, as we have a tied game at 26, under 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, game's still all tied up right here, but Prince Eze will try to make a difference.
That's not what you want if you're Louis Montfort against the zone defense. You have better shooters than Eze from the baseline. Lin Chi Wei sees another opportunity for a shot, and that one is tapped straight to Racho, who lost it again. And look at that, from the sea of black emerges Liu, getting it over to Lim Chi Wei once again. And after making his first three, he has missed his last three.
Exactly, you know, Lim Chi Wei, though, a really high IQ point guard on that trip right there. You know, he was waiting for that defender to bring down the ball after the rebound and immediately gambled for a steal.
Well, Tia Jong Shin is going to see his first action of the game now for KL Aseel as Coach E. Ki Lip is starting to dig deeper into his bench.
Yeah, but you know, Tia Jong Shin, a really good glue guy kind of player. Does all the dirty work on the floor.
So is this guy, Mac Baracael. Reyes momentarily opened, lost possession. That was touched last by Lim Chi Wei. They'll have 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, this Pilipinas Aguilas team just getting a little bit frustrated. Can't get any good looks against this KL Aseel defense.
3:16 remaining in the half. Reyes goes for a long pass. That was dangerous. B-Boy Engyo now facing up. And now picked up by Liu. Engyo way off. And Mahadevan gets the rebound now. A chance to reclaim the lead now for KL Aseel. It's tied at 26. Liu underneath. Not gonna do it against Ese.
Nope.
Oh, here's Mahadevan. He's got to do it against anyone. Oh, what a nice hook shot. Tip in, not there. Everything but the basket. Lim Chi Wei, and boy, Louis Montfort is furious right now with the boxing out of the Pilipinas Aguilas. Nobody marking the middle part. That's high off the glass coming from Tia Jong Shin.
There you go. Good movement off the ball there. Attacking that high post and that 2-3 defense will cause problems for the Pilipinas Aguilas team.
And suddenly now the lead goes back to KL Aseel with 2:25 remaining here in the first half. Rafi Reyes still can't knock it down. And into the front court now. Here's Tia. Oh, knocked it on his own knee, and that's a Shaqting moment right there, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, they would say tragic Bronson alert.
I love it.
But Tia Jong Shin, not someone you would rely to dribble the ball all that often.
Yeah, probably call that Goran tragic. Right there. No, but he's going to bounce back. I mean, these kids have been playing very hard. That's why they are in the semifinals. Megan Mahadevan takes the seat once again. That's going to put Liu Wei Yong into that center position now in this 2-3 zone.
Yeah, tell you what, you know, Megan Mahadevan playing well today, you know, only picking up one foul throughout 2 quarters of play.
Well, Prince Eze, oh, he's really shooting it farther and farther away, and Louis Montfort does not like the shot selection. He may look like Kevin Durant, but he is not in the range of Kevin Durant. Here is another 3 coming up. B-Boy Engyo able to secure it. Over now to Reyes, 3-on-3 going the other way. Rafi tries to split the defense. Rafi Reyes a little sharp on the layup.
Yeah, Rafi Reyes was just able to bully his way to the basket right there, but no finish on that shot.
1:34 to go here in this closely contested first half. Tia Jong Shin gets it once again. Shot clock now at 5. Here's Tan Wei Long. And that was not a good effort there by the KL Aseel.
No, that was a good defensive possession for Pilipinas Aguilas, and Liu Wei Yong was forced to put up a shot with the shot clock ticking down.
Reyes surveying the field. He's got 10 on the shot clock. Baracael has not touched the ball on offense for the past couple of possessions. Another miss, this time from Engyo.
Once again, running the floor. It's a 3-on-1 inside.
Nobody boxing out that time. Tan Wei Long. And suddenly KL Aseel's lead is up to 4. Louis Montfort has to push the panic button right now with 54.2 seconds. Timeout Pilipinas Aguilas. And we will be back. Stay with us. Only 54.2 seconds remaining in the first half. It is 30-26. Kuala Lumpur Aseel finally finding their groove towards the latter part of the second quarter. Noel Zarate still with Meng and working with Janine Sakal in the sidelines. Of course, later on, it's going to be the big one. MBC versus Harimau for a shot in the finals as well.
Yeah, you know, and Noel, would we be expecting an all-Malaysian final here?
Hey, that's a possibility. The way Pilipinas Aguilas have been playing, they're down by 4 right now. Angyo getting it over now to Prince Eze. And again, Prince Eze just throws up a shot without any rebounders. And he's the rebounder. Lim Chi Wei lost it though. Baracael is going to have one of the easiest baskets in his entire career.
Oh, an immediate timeout there. Not even 20 seconds passed since the last timeout.
Well, Ki Lip is going to use this timeout to settle everybody down. That was a costly turnover, a really unforced turnover for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. We'll be right back. Oh, you have something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah. I was thinking about, you know, how this short tournament has played to the strengths of the Malaysian team. You know, we have 3 Malaysian teams in the playoffs right now, and you know the Malaysian teams usually do play on this court right here. So maybe just a really home court advantage to them.
That could be true, of course. This gym, the MABA gym, has been around for a very long time. In fact, I learned another one. The last time that the Philippines actually won an Asian championship, the FIBA Asia Championship, was in January of 1986, right here.
You know,
right here.
There you go. You're welcome.
Well, that was against the best in Asia, actually. It's the last time the Philippines actually won an Asian championship, 1986. So right now, with 31.3 seconds, 7 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, Aseel would like to get the last shot here.
Yeah, you know what you said right there, Philippines winning their first Asian championship here.
The last one, rather.
Yeah,
the last one, yeah.
The last one. Pilipinas Aguilas trying to win the first ever Sportsclick International Championship.
Well, first they have to hurdle Kuala Lumpur Aseel, one of the most popular teams in all of Malaysia. 10 seconds on the shot clock right now. Lim Chi Wei tries to get beyond the defense. Here's a jumper. That is going to be a miss once again. Angyo clears. That was a miss coming from Liu Wei Yong. 7 seconds remaining for the Filipinos to get the last say here. Baracael went up without the ball, and he's going to have to earn it from the stripe.
Yeah, from our angle right here, I thought the ball was heading for the rim right there.
Yeah.
18 Yong, and that's his first.
But the set play not working out well for KL Aseel on the offensive side of the ball. I saw they tried to target that high post area there, but Prince Eze saw through that.
Well, Liu Wei Yong is going to be called for that foul. Nobody in real foul trouble, just a bunch of people with just one personal foul.
Yeah, it's been really a clean and legal first half so far. Not much for the referees to do.
Baracael is used to being grilled in foreign soil, being a member of the Philippine national team before. Actually got to meet him for the first time in the 2010 FIBA Asia Champions Cup in Doha, Qatar, where he was part of that very, very young Philippine lineup that finished, I think, 7th in that competition.
Well, you know, that's way back machine
way back,
right there.
2010.
You know? And look at him now, you know, coming out from retirement.
Yeah, 12 years ago, no less. Last shot right now, and oh, that had a chance. Oh, Lim Chi Wei was smiling because he knew nobody was near him, almost made it. We're tied at 30 at halftime here, Ming.
Yeah, you know, you can't discount that because we've had a few half-court buzzer beaters here in the MABA Stadium during the Sportsclick Filbasket tournament.
And the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship is going to be on its first halftime break here in the semifinals. We will leave you with a few highlights from that recently concluded first 20 minutes of action. 30 for Kuala Lumpur Aseel, 30 for the Pilipinas Aguilas. We'll be back. Stay with us.
250. 250. Knee high. Pushing with it. Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
Pushing with it. Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
Pushing with it. Yes, Jonathan.
See you again tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, Filbasket!
We are moments away from the start of the second half in our first semifinal matchup in the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Noel Zarat is here with Meng, later on to be joined by Janine Sakal. Meng, 30-all at the halftime break.
Yeah, you know, this promises to be a really tight game here, and Filbasket doesn't want to make it an all-Malaysian final. They want to be the first Philippine teams to win this Filbasket International Tournament outside of the Philippines.
Well, of course, they are the only Philippine team left in the competition. We do have 3 Malaysians making it into the semifinals. Janine Sakal is actually going to take a quick chat, or gonna have a quick chat with one of the Pilipinas Aguilas members right now, Mac Baracael, who is the leading scorer so far with 10 points, the only guy in double figures. So I guess Janine is ready. We can send it over to her.
We have here our leading scorer in this game, Mac Baracael. So Mac, it was a really close game earlier. What was the mood in the dugout earlier?
We're not defending the 3-point shot of the opponent. No? So on the second half, we need to defend their 3-point shot.
All right, now, what do you think it will take to win this game?
Effort lang, effort. Give our best effort.
Best effort. And now, I'm sure the panel is missing us, so let's turn it back to them.
That best effort can translate to a win. He's actually the only guy in double figures this entire game. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. The field goal numbers are not going to look pretty in this one.
No. 26% to 32%. Both teams not shooting well. You know, not just from 2-point from inside the arc, but also outside the arc. You know, 4 for 17 for KL Aseel Pilipinas Aguilas. You know, shooting not really a strength. Shooting 3 not really a strength for them throughout the regular season. Only 3 of 14 here, but not a lot of fouls for both teams. Both big men staying out of foul trouble, and that is what we like to see.
A surprising number I see right here is actually Kuala Lumpur. Aseel is leading in the rebounding category, and the Pilipinas Aguilas is actually one of the best rebounding teams in the tournament, 31 to 25. But again, a lot of long shots producing a lot of long rebounds.
Yeah, you know what? KL Aseel do have 15 bench points compared to Pilipinas Aguilas, and you know, so KL Aseel maybe having a little bit more bench contribution right here in this game, where the scores are all tied up at 30 to 30, so overtime maybe.
Well, we're 20 minutes away from that probably happening. But the big question right now, you have covered Aseel a long time already. What's it going to take for them to win against the Pilipinas Aguilas?
They just got to stick to the never say die attitude.
Oh, that's a Philippine thing, though. That's Barangay Ginebra right there. One of the most famous teams in the Philippines.
You know, maybe KL Aseel picked up a little bit of something from the Philippines team. You know, when after they came back competing in that Malaysian D-League, they were a really resilient team. Even going down 30 points, you know, they managed to get back into single digits, you know, even as close as 2 points, but unfortunately lost it.
For the Pilipinas Aguilas, I just have to point out that their shooting choices of shots were not ideal. I mean, you don't want to have Prince Eze taking 20-footers and 17-footers, but they did miss a lot of layups as well. And that's something that they need to work on here. The shooting percentage, I have not seen the Pilipinas Aguilas shoot 32% from the field in any half so far in this tournament. And probably the defense is working for KL Aseel, but they're also shooting themselves in the foot by really strange shot selection.
No, you know, but KL Aseel do tend to take tough 3-pointers. They have confidence in their 3-pointers. And, you know, if they really want to get a win right here, they can't afford to trade baskets with Pilipinas Aguilas going inside, especially with Prince Eze patrolling the paint.
Well, Prince Eze is drawing the start here once again. It looks like Coach Louis Montfort is going with the same starting lineup that began the game with Jello Alangilan, Rafi Reyes, B-Boy Engyo, Mac Baracael, and Prince Eze. Prince picked up 1 foul in the first quarter and has stayed away from that second foul. However, B-Boy Engyo, he's a guy who needs to be the X factor here. We know Mac Baracael is going to get into double figures. He's already got 10. We know Prince Eze is going to get at least 10 rebounds in this game. He's very close to that. But for B-Boy Engyo, he could be the X factor here. He's the most unscouted of all of the players here at the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, you know, but another guy that can make an impact as well is Harold Cortez. You know, he's taken 2 3-pointers in and made 2 3-pointers in the first half already, and he looks to be ready to do more of that in the second half.
Again, you can't leave any of the Philippine guards open. And for the KL Aseel squad, of course, you can't leave anybody open here. KL Aseel, even Megan can shoot a three.
No, I mean, not the best shot for Megan right there. I do want to see him take it to the rim. He's taken it to the rim a couple of times in this game.
Yeah, he's been met by Prince Aseel, though.
Yeah, I know. But, just got to keep trying. Sometimes it's a numbers game here, so the more shots you put up, the more you're going to maybe get a lucky one in there.
Well, Pilipinas Aguilas starting with a very wide 2-3 zone. They finally get into Mahadevan. Getting it out again on the inside-out attack. That is a miss coming there from Yong.
Yes, it might not be a make right there, but that was a good play, inside out going into Megan and then kicking it out to the open shooter.
Prince Eze getting space inside, but he rushed that. Somehow Megan Mahadevan's presence made him change his shot, and a steal by Alangilan. And the counter steal here by Mahadevan.
Great read by Megan Mahadevan. Was playing 1-on-3 defense right there, but still came up with the turnover.
Mahadevan now the top of the key. Elects to drive. Oh, he is blocked for the third time by Prince Eze, who's now starting to wag the finger. Alangilan on the spin. He still can't get it to go. And again, a lot of layups being missed here by the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, and for Megan Mahadevan, he's got to attack that body of Prince Eze. Prince Eze, although a muscular guy, not really a guy with a lot of mass on him. So.
That's right. He's got a lot of length, though. Turn around here. That is going to go in for John Wong.
Or do that instead, stay inside the paint, occupy Prince Eze, and then allow one of your teammates to take that shot from the high post area.
And John Wong showing us that the mid-range game is still very much alive in Malaysian basketball. Here's Baracael now. Getting it over to Reyes. They're looking for Eze in the post. Baracael left open. He won't hesitate to put this one up, but it bounces out. Eze can't get the rebound. Mahadevan does.
And once again, John Wong, maybe something not all the basketball viewers will look at, but the box out there kept Prince Eze away from that rebound.
Right. Oh, Mahadevan with the up and under. This time able to draw the foul from Prince Eze. And you are right. It was just a matter of time before Megan Mahadevan gets the number of Prince.
Exactly, man. And I told you it's a numbers game. The more shots you put up, the more you be able to get a feel of your opponent. And right there, getting the hoop and harm is Megan Mahadevan.
And the Malaysians strike first here in the second half. First 2 baskets for Kuala Lumpur Aseel, and they're not yet done with Megan Mahadevan going to the free throw line. It was really unfortunate that Megan was injured in the Philippines. He played a couple of games. He was supposed to be, according to Coach Guga Batumale, one of the projects that they're developing. But boy, what a project he has turned out to be.
Yeah, and I just found out, you asked me about his age. We said about 24. He's even younger than that.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old.
My goodness.
22, and he's got such a good, physical traits to start off with already.
Right, and I swear he's probably still growing at this point. So the first 5 points in the second half going to Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Pass by Baracael, batted away. Eze can hang on to it. And here's another fast break. Yong with the hang time move.
Great finish right there in transition. He knew where his opponent is even before he received the ball, and he was ready to make the adjustments mid-air. Yong, what a layup.
7 unanswered points to open the second half for Kuala Lumpur Aseel, and they have a 37-30 lead. Megan Mahadevan was denied the first time, but he was able to get it the second time around, as Kuala Lumpur Aseel now starting to assert their might in the paint against the Pilipinas Aguilas. We'll be right back. Stay with us. But now before we take a look at our leading move of the game, Megan Mahadevan drawing the second foul from Prince Eze. We'll be right back. So after the first 7 points of the second half belong to Kuala Lumpur Aseel, a quick timeout by the Pilipinas Aguilas, and no change in personnel for them. So it looks like Coach Louis Monfort is telling these boys, you dug yourselves into that hole, try to get out of it. Baracael can't. Eze can't get the follow-up. And still nothing here for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, you know, and Aseel, you know, I've said it and I'm going to say it again, you know, Aseel doing a good job keeping Prince Eze off the boards.
Oh, that is a steal from behind by Baracael. And he needs to be the leader of this squad, both in terms of basketball and in terms of vocals. Alangilan gets a clean look here at the baseline, and Jello Alangilan scores.
Yeah, you know, good shot right there by Jello Alangilan.
So 37-32 right now. It's down to a 5-point lead for KL Aseel. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the third. A booming, looping three-pointer for Yong.
And, you know, it's just about time. They haven't hit a three-pointer in about 10 minutes of game time right here. And, you know, knocking one down, they're going to be relieved.
They are forcing the Filipinos to take an outside shot with his 2-3 zone. Reyes gets it out. Baracael, 7 on the shot clock. Nowhere else to go. Goes cross-court now, almost taken away. B-Boy Engio on the penetration. Out to Jello Alangilan. They better put it up. That's going to be a foul. There is a foul called before the shot clock expired. And they say offensive foul Philippines. That will be the third on Prince Eze.
Wow, you know, big foul right there for Prince Eze. But on the other end, you can see Megan Mahadevan, you know, he's providing that help defense. And every time he's doing it, he's just staying vertical, walling up the defenders, and he's done a good job on that possession.
And you are looking for Harold Cortez earlier. He's about to check in. Here is the three coming up. That's a little too strong, and that's going to be a push called on Megan Mahadevan, his second personal.
Yeah, and you know, Prince Eze drawing that, committing that offensive foul on the other side and immediately coming right back. Megan Mahadeva with a silly foul right here.
Well, the subs do come in. Ren Sihongpan, according to Jen Reyes, this guy is 40 plus. Doesn't look like it.
Definitely not, man. He sure can beat me on the basketball court any day of the week.
Of course, if he's standing 6'6", he's got a definite advantage over somebody like your 6'4", 6 foot frame. Here is Engio right now. Baracael, he has been struggling since scoring 10 points in the first half. Into the front court now, Sung Kaan, and getting it over to Di Wei Yang.
And you know, Di Wei Yang with that sneaky athleticism, you know, he just glides so well in the air. Reminds me of a little bit of Michael Jordan. I don't want to say that, but the hang time.
10-point lead. Yeah, 10-point lead is the largest in the game now for Kuala Lumpur Aseel, and this zone defense has been working for them. Reyes can't get it to go over Mahadevan. And a chance to increase this lead even further. Here's Sung Kaan trying to get it to Mahadevan, and it's recovered by Di Wei Yang.
Almost committed to turn over there, Song Kaan, but Di Wei Yang luckily in the right place.
Oh no, they left him alone once again, but this time it's a drive and a layup coming from Di Wei Yang. And another timeout for the Pilipinas Aguilas. They are down to one timeout remaining for the rest of this game. A 12-point lead now, 44-32 for Kuala Lumpur Aseel.
Yeah, you know, and Pilipinas Aguilas just unable to keep up with the younger KL Aseel right here. Di Wei Yang getting whatever he wants at the rim in transition, getting that first step away and then just taking it for the easy layup.
It has been all KL Aseel here in the second half. Remember, we had a tied game at 30 at halftime. It is now 44-32 for Aseel. We will be right back. .503 to play here in the third quarter. Kuala Lumpur Aseel opening with a 12 or make that a 14-2 run to begin this third quarter as Alan Mangas has checked in and we check back in for you. Noel Zanate with Meng along with Janine Sakal from the MABA Stadium here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Here's Alan Mangas now. Back in for the Philippines, the veteran. And his entry pass to Darwish Baderi is lost. And this is coming off another timeout where they cannot score.
Yeah, you know, and Mangahas with the good no-look pass right there, looking for his teammate. The pass was on the target as well, but Darwish Baderi, you know, just a little bit of a butterfingers move there, losing
That's
the ball.
right. You know, you got a very tall lineup now for the Pilipinas Aguilas, but still, the penetration works for Yong.
Yeah, you know, and Baderi not happy with himself right there. He knew he should have gotten that block.
14-point lead now for Kuala Lumpur Aseel, 46-32. Here's Cortez. Si Hong Pan asking for it, but they get it out to Baderi. 5 on the shot clock for Darwish, and he throws it away. Into the front court, another layup impending here for KL Aseel. And it's Yong now making it a 16-point lead.
Yeah, you know, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened to this Pilipinas Aguilas side. Kept it so close in the first half, but right now, somehow a 16-point lead.
Baracael bothered, but he was fouled as he went up. Acknowledgement coming from Diwei Yang.
Baracael there, you know, really frustrated. He couldn't get that shot to go. Could have drawn the N1 right there on the smaller guy inside the paint.
Adrian Lau is going to check back in. And Ren Seong Pan is going to take a seat. Now, Adrian Lau is the younger and more nimble player of the two. Let's see if he can make a difference here. But Mac Baracael is going back to the free throw line. He is stuck at 10 points. He scored 10 points at the half. He still hasn't scored here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, and he's been overtaken by that guy with the hang time, Yong. 15 points so far for
That's right. Well, Baracael now with 11 after he made his first free throw. We still have 3 and 51 remaining here in the third, and the entire fourth quarter still ahead of us. We have to remember that the Pilipinas Aguilas, the lone Philippine team that survived from the preliminary round.
Yeah, you know, and I do understand why Pilipinas Aguilas is trying to take trees, because KL Aseel is not playing a man-on-man defense, so you can't expect them to lose someone on the mark. They're staying in a zone defense, and for you to break a zone defense, you got to have shooting.
Backdoor cut. That pass was broken up by Mangahas, almost a steal, and that is last touched by Mangahas.
Great hands to get, you know, great job to get a hand on the ball right there.
Well, we do have a timeout called here by Aseel as things began to become a little lethargic. They push the timeout button. 48-34, only 4 points so far in the second half for the Pilipinas Aguilas as Kuala Lumpur Aseel has woken up. Back with us here at the MABA Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, semifinal matchup number 1. The winner goes on to the final, and the non-winning team is going to go for a battle for the bronze medal.
And you know, not something we usually can do on a TV broadcast, but something we can do on an online telecast. Say hello to the viewers. You know, about
definitely.
8,800 of them watching on the YouTube live stream.
So to all the 8,000 viewers, of course, that's going to grow a little later on. We have a player down, Adrian Lau. Looked like he got hit in the face. No whistle that time. He continues to wrestle with Megan Mahadevan, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, and that happened in front of Nelson Wong. They're going to have to look at this one.
Yeah,
somebody was flopping, and somebody was actually committing a foul. That's, I believe, looking at Nelson Wong's reaction to that one.
Yeah, not just that one there. You know, earlier as well, there was a play where I do believe Adrian Lau fell to the floor. So, you know, maybe some bad blood between these two players right here.
Well, Adrian Lau is, of course, in as an enforcer. He is going to try to be as physical as possible against Megan Mahadevan. And our crew chief, Nelson Wong, has assessed the situation. That's going to be a foul. They say on Megan. Oh, technical. Check that, Nelson Chan rather. So it'll be a technical. I believe that was that a flopping technical that was called on him?
Yeah, you know, after looking at the replays, you know, I do think that Megan was flopping a little bit right there. Not a call enjoyed by the home crowd right here, but I think it was a right call.
Well, again, they better watch it. That's going to get a little chippy between these two big guys, Adrian Lau and, of course, Adrian Lau and Megan Mahadevan.
Yeah, and you know, referee Nelson Chan opting to use the IRS system in play right here.
Right. They will review this because maybe they're also missing. I believe there was a foul in there somewhere. Yes, there probably was a flop against Megan Mahadevan, but there could have also been a foul that created that situation.
Yeah, you know, I'm not surprised if the decision comes out of this referee's review here to be a double foul on both players.
Yeah, we have rarely seen a double foul. That's exactly what Coach E.K. Lip is trying to say. Flopping technical foul. It's still the same call on Megan.
Not surprised either way, you know, Megan Mahadevan, you know, just being a little bit too light there on the contact. Didn't even get a lot of contact right there. And he will pick up his third foul of the game. So
yeah, because of that being a technical foul. So he and Prince Eze now have 3 personals apiece. And Harold Cortez, the best free throw shooter on the team, has been picked to shoot the technical free throw. And after I say that, he misses a free throw. I believe that's his first miss of the tournament.
Yeah, you know, a lot of fans in the building shouting, "Ball don't lie" right here.
Well, the possession will stay on the side of Kuala Lumpur Aseel with 3:26 remaining in the third.
Yeah, you know, Joshua Gan, the second Gan brother of KL Aseel, still at 0 points so far. So look for him to get things going for himself here.
They haven't needed him so far. They're up by 14 at this point. Here's Lim Chi Wei, momentarily open, getting it over now to Liu. They're looking for a traveling violation. 3-pointer on its way. That is good, beating the shot clock buzzer from Lim Chi Wei.
Now, Lim Chi Wei knew that was good as soon as he released that ball, man.
Well, 51-34, Pilipinas Aguilas as we approach the 3-minute mark have only scored 4 points so far here in the third. Mark Racho answers with a 3.
Oh, I wasn't aware that Mark Racho could hit that 3.
Actually, anybody from the Philippines can under duress. So it's down to 14 once again. Still a lot of basketball to be played. 2-45. Penetration is a miss, and that's going to be a foul. A sheepish foul there coming from Diwi Yang.
Yeah, no, really silly foul right there. After he just missed the layup, you know. And maybe just a little bit too lazy to get back on defense. So fouling there, so he didn't need to run back.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you're the guy who misses the shot, you're the guy who tries to get it back for your team.
And here's the interesting thing, Noel.
Yeah.
He's picked up his third foul as well, you know. So a really key player for KL Aseel.
Well, yeah, in terms of his offense, he's got 9 points in the game so far. But the bottom line, it's still a 51-37 lead for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. 2 minutes and 40 remaining. Alan Mangahas has not scored yet in this game. He has tried to get his teammates involved. Cortez now. Mangahas, he can shoot it from there right now if he wishes. They move it over to the side. Racho can't hit back-to-back threes. Baderi tracks it down for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Oh,
now
this is
Cortez.
dangerous.
Yep. But that was a little too far for Cortez. He overshot the mark. And into the front court, Joshua Gan.
Oh, Cortez playing good defense here as well.
Cortez almost got it back. They're still in the backcourt now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lim Chi Wei getting it across. Somebody's got to stop him from driving. They get it over to Joshua Gan. 3-pointer good from Joshua Gan.
What a move there by Lim Chi Wei, you know, beating out Harold Cortez to the ball and then driving down all the way, drawing the defense in and then kicking out for Joshua Gan. First points of the game for him.
Right, you know, talk about a broken play. That came all the way from the backcourt and resulted in that 3-point shot. Cortez, offensive foul, Adrian Lau. Cortez drove, Lau was not set. Turnover against the Philippines.
And you know, this guy, I've said it, you know, in previous games, Lim Chi Wei, one of the future point guard candidates for the national team.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a really high IQ player and just really in control every time he's on the court.
24 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of...
He's 19.
Are you kidding me?
This guy's 19.
Wow.
And I got news that he was bigger than this even before the MCO. So he looks a little bit small now, but he had more muscle even before.
Oh, Joshua Gan is a streak shooter, man. He just hit a 3 earlier. Now gives Kuala Lumpur Aseel their largest lead of the game at 19, 56-37.
You know, if he had an NBA 2K badge, it would be microwave. You know, gets hot in a hurry.
Mga still not looking for his offense, and he throws the ball away. Into the front court, it is Lim Chi Wei. 21-point lead for Kuala Lumpur Aseel.
Too easy right now, you know, and KL Aseel will be looking to coast all the way to the final buzzer.
Pilipinas Aguilas with only 7 third-quarter points. Kuala Lumpur Aseel already with 28. Adrian Lau hardly a dent in that lead.
Yeah, but things getting chippy for both teams inside the paint, you know.
Racho also with an incident there against John Wong. Another layup scored by Diwi Yang.
Yeah, you know, and first step of Diwi Yang just incredibly quick and unable to be defended by any of the Filipinas players.
Mangas has only 1 attempt to his name in this game. Gets it out now to Racho. Shot clock at 8. Racho with a layup.
And, you know, against that 2-3 defense, that's where you want to attack the ball. Attack from the wings.
Less than 3 seconds to go here in the third. A turnover here. Lau, they won't get it off. But the damage has been done as Kuala Lumpur Aseel has scored 30 points in the third quarter, matching their output from the entire first half. And they're up by 19 against the Pilipinas Aguilas.
That's just an insane quarter, man. Where did that burst of scoring come from? And Pilipinas Aguilas, without that last shot, their offense could have scored under double digits in this third quarter.
Only 11 points total for the Pilipinas Aguilas. This will make for an interesting fourth quarter. Does Aseel coast or does Pilipinas Aguilas come back and make it really interesting? Leading move of the game, Megan Mahadevan getting that foul against Prince Eze. And our Sportsclick assist of the game, it has been all Aseel in the third quarter. Will that change in the fourth? We'll find out when we return. Seconds away from the start of the fourth quarter, Kuala Lumpur Aseel 30 points in the third after scoring 30 points in the first half. We have Janine Sakal with this report. Go ahead, Janine.
Yesterday, Coach Luis Montfort was thinking out loud, saying we need to make those outside shots. Assistant Coach Mike Ramos told us in the pregame earlier how significant this game is for the young Pilipinas Aguilas. And in addition to what he said, he also told me yesterday they have a lot at stake here because a lot of window of opportunities can open for Filipino athletes if they get that spotlight that the championship title can give. Now back to the panel.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure on this squad right now. They're the only Philippine team left, and they want to make a stand here. She's right, you know, a lot of opportunities could be waiting in the wings for some of these players.
Yeah, you know, Prince Eze especially not having a great game, but a traveling violation there.
The mere presence of Prince Eze will make you change your mind in doing many things. Mac Baracael will also return. So looking at the lineup on the floor right now for the Pilipinas Aguilas, this is perhaps the team or the unit with the most firepower right now with Rafi Reyes, Harold Cortez, B-Boy Angio, Mac Baracael, and Prince Eze.
Yeah, and I do want to look for Prince Eze on lobs, not mid-range jumpers, on lobs to the rim.
You got two animated characters seeing each other there, Coach Louis Montfort and referee Nelson Chan. As it is now 60-41 to open this fourth quarter. B-Boy Engio's only had like 5 points to his name.
Yeah, you know, long way to come back for the Pilipinas Aguilas, and everyone will have to contribute here if they want to get a win.
Engio can actually be the spark plug. They get it out to Baracael. Hesitates on the pass to the shoot, and he gets it to go.
There you go. That's the first step. Mac Baracael leading his team back into this.
They just need a few more stops to make it interesting. They bring it down to around 12. That's within striking distance already. Let's see what the response will be for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. And I believe the name Aseel means fighting a bird or fighting chicken, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, fighting cocks.
There you go.
Type of fighting cocks. And the Aguilas team.
The Eagles.
The Eagles, yeah. So
that's right. So that is another basket there coming from Liu Wei-Yong from the elbow. That's his favorite spot on the floor. Back to a 19-point lead now for Aseel. Baracael really now hounded here. Pick provided by Eze. Gets it over now to Reyes. 4 on the shot clock. Baracael lines up a 3, top of the key. That is short. Eze offensive rebound. Gets it out to Reyes. They will recycle. Baracael will attack. Mac Baracael, yes!
Nice one there. And Prince Eze, that catalyst, grabbing the offensive rebound, and eventually the ball looking for Mac Baracael for that easy floater.
Well, let's see if there's going to be a defensive spear. Naturally, the Pilipinas Aguilas cannot afford to trade baskets. Shot clock now at 5 for Aseel. Liu getting it out. They need to put this one up, and they will lose it. Oh, no, they will keep the ball with 0.7 of a second remaining.
Yeah, you know, that's a great defensive possession from Pilipinas Aguilas. Just staying in front of their man, not gambling, and then, you know, forcing the shot clock down to 0.7 seconds. Aseel only has a lob play right here.
That's right. Joshua Gan is going to trigger it in. They do go for the lob play, but Engio takes it away. There's the stop that the Pilipinas Aguilas needed. Engio gets it to go, plus the foul.
That's a nice move, yeah, there, you know. Engio just rising higher than his opponent there to get the basket and the bang.
B-Boy Engio joined the team late, only in their third game, and got extensive minutes against Adroit, where he scored 18 points. But they're going to need him to score at least 18 points if they want to make this comeback. He's got, what, 7 so far in the game? 9 points, or 8 points, rather.
8 points, yep.
Yeah. B-Boy Engio completes the three-point play. That lead now drops to 14. Coach Louis Montfort, always the positive guy.
Yeah, and you know, as a great man once said, basketball is a game of runs. So, you know, Aseel had that 30-11 run in the third. Time for Aguilas to have one of their own.
They still need some stops here. They are continuing to play zone. Attacking the pockets of the zone that time was... that is goodbye basketball on the block from Prince Eze. His 4th block of the game.
Nah, man, Prince Eze is aiming for that double-double, that blocks and rebounds double-double today.
He can still score, though. He's got 6 points already in the game.
I like that block, though. I like that block.
Make that 4 points only for Prince Eze so far. 12 on the shot clock right now for Liu. And now Eze playing the wing of the zone defense. They get it around now to Gan. A wide open look. And they're starting to miss like they did in the second quarter. John Wong unable to deliver.
Yeah, you know, again, Aguilas comes up with a good defensive possession right here, and Aseel needs to work for better looks here.
Engio, three-pointer, no. Eze, yes, plus the foul. And here they come. And that's enough for the rest for Megan Mandeva. They're going to have to put him in with 3 fouls to try and stop Prince Eze.
You know, Noel, 2 back-to-back and 1 plays for the Pilipinas Aguilas, and Eze is just devouring this team at the moment.
Eze, however, has not been shooting well from the free throw line this entire tournament. So let's see if he can knock it in when it is needed.
Prince Eze, the target of a lot of boos here in the MABA Stadium.
Jen Reyes just owes me 100 pesos now.
Hey, it's on stream. He got out, you know.
And so the three-point play drops. It is down to an 11-point lead. Let's see if they can get another stop here to make things interesting. Lim Chi Wei going over now to Sung. Shot clock has dropped to 9. Lim Chi Wei once again. Long three. That is a miss. Mahadevan gets the rebound, but he was bothered by Eze.
You know, Mahadevan just pushing Eze out of the way with his low center of gravity, but Eze recovering with that block.
Oh, Baracael lost the ball. Good tap there coming from Megan Mahadevan. Into the front court. That's going to be a bump and a foul called on Rafi Reyes.
Yeah, and you know, Rafi Reyes looking for the offensive foul. Said he had a chicken wing to his body right there from who else but the Aseel player.
Well, I guess that call could have gone either way, but I still side with our officials. That was a foul on Rafi Reyes. And we're going to have a very short rest for Diwi Yang. He's back in now.
Yeah, and you know, Aseel playing with 2 players on 3 fouls. It is the 4th quarter, but they still got to be careful here.
So Diwi Yang, oh, that's a rare miss from the free throw line for the Malaysians.
Yeah, having a good shooting stroke usually translates well to the free throw line. But
check that, that's actually Wee Yong Gan. I said Diwi Gan earlier. Wee Yong Gan on the split.
You know, like I said earlier in the game, Diwi Yang trying to make a case to become that 3rd gun brother. So, you know.
Gan Gandhi, huh? That sounds like a religious figure. A foul on the ground. Neither team in the penalty right now.
Exactly, but only a 12-point lead for KL Aseel. That was the target.
That's Megan's 4th, though.
Very dangerous, like I said. And with not 30 seconds since he checked into the game, and he's picked up his 4th. Eze now will have the advantage there. Want to be more aggressive, get him to foul out.
Well, even Mac Baracael will now try to post him up later on. Here comes Baracael. Immediately turns and fires. Can't get it to go. Eze tries to save it, and it cannot be saved by Diwi Yang.
Yeah, Mac Baracael knew he should have hit that mid-range jumper. He knew he had to hit that to give his team the momentum.
That would have silenced the crowd even further, although this lead is still double figures. 63-51, Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Less than 6 minutes to play.
Oh, could have had a lob play to Prince Eze right there on the out of bounds.
Instead, they go to Engil. Then they go to Alangilan. Jello Alangilan with the reverse layup.
Oh, what a great move there, you know, faking out his defenders and then going for the reverse open layup.
Again, this guy hardly talks, but he's letting his basketball do the talking. It's down to 10. From a high of 21, Lim almost lost it. And stepping out of bounds will be Wee Yong Gan.
You know, even before Wee Yong Gan stepped out of bounds, that could have been a potential traveling or double dribble violation there, you know.
Can the Pilipinas Aguilas now cut into this lead? They were down 21 just a few moments ago. Now they're only down 10. Reyes for 3. Line drive 3 is good.
What is this game? What is this game right now?
The Pilipinas Aguilas have found another gear. It is now 63-56, just a 7-point lead. Mahadevan gets away.
Nice move there by Megan Mahadevan. 4 fouls on him, but he's not afraid to go inside and attack Prince Eze.
65-56. There's still a lot of time in this one. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the 4th. Baracael trying to squeeze past 2 defenders, and he was bothered by Mahadevan. We have a player down for Aseel. That's Diwi Yang, but play continues. And I think they'll stop it right now.
Yeah, I think he just took a hit to his ankle right there. Might have tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah, I might have even stepped on one of his teammates as he tried to go down. Slow to get up. One of the leading scorers of this game, that is Diwi Yang. And yeah, he's going to take a seat here.
Yeah, so not foul troubles that will get him out of the game, but a slight injury here that will bring John Wong back into the game for KL Aseel.
And they do have 16 seconds to shoot with 4:40 remaining here in the 4th.
65-56.
Yeah. Long 3 from the inbounds. And the rebound picked up by Eze. I'm not sure that's what you wanted. Oh, for if you're a Iki Lip rather. Baracael out again to Reyes. Hit a 3 earlier. They swing it around to Alangilan. On the drive, floater is a miss. Battle for the rebound, picked up again by KL Aseel, and a near steal by Jello Alangilan.
You know, that was a great tap from Prince Eze. I thought he could have grabbed it, you know, but the Pilipinas Aguilas player just has to hustle more, get to that second ball first.
Well, let's see if they can pick up their second win. Boy, this unit's been on the floor for quite a while now for the Pilipinas Aguilas. We do have Mark Baracael about to check in.
And like I said, Lim Chi Wei, typically a guy that comes off the bench for Aseel, but he's a really steadying point guard presence.
Oh! Able to scoop it over Prince Eze with a left hand.
Prince Eze almost double his height, Still managed to score.
That's a crafty move from a crafty young man. 67-56 now. Aseel, Eze, baseline, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Engi almost had it, and it is tapped forward, and this will be another layup for Kuala Lumpur Aseel. And now, Coach Louis Montfort will call his last timeout of the game.
But you know what? I know he just used up his last timeout, but that was a good call right there. If Pilipinas Aguilas wants to make a run to get back into this game, they got to stop this momentum of KL Aseel here, not let the home crowd get behind their team.
Yeah, Jello Alangilan is still down after trying to save the ball. He was shaken up there. And we're going to see if Janine can get his status with 3:34 remaining. We have a timeout called. 69 Kuala Lumpur Aseel, 56 for the Pilipinas Aguilas. We're going to see it on this sequence right there. Boy, I think he just fell after the collision. We're going to see it from another angle here, though. Lim Chi Wei, Jello Alangilan jousting for possession. And he's just going to fall, probably landed badly on his hip. He's walking back to the bench. That's a good sign. We'll find out more about him if we can get a report from Janine a little later on. Where's Janine? She should be in the area.
We're looking for her, man.
Yeah.
We're looking for her.
Well, right now, 3:34 remaining here in the fourth. The last timeout already in probably the last, he still has one more game. We're talking about Louis Montfort, regardless if they win or lose, because if they win, they're in the finals. If they lose, they're in the battle for the bronze. But that was a great comeback. They had it down to 7 from a high of 21.
I told you Aseel team was the guy that the team that might have given us this a fairy tale comeback, but instead it is the Pilipinas Aguilas, like you said, never say die attitude, like Aseel learned from Philippines. Showing up here in the Aguilas team.
So it will be Alangilan out, Cortez back in now for the Philippines. Here is Cortez on the catch and shoot three. That's a miss. Rebound picked up by Tan Wei Long. And the Pilipinas Aguilas are slowly running out of time. And later on, with next dead ball, we're going to get a report from Janine Sakal on the condition of Jello Alangilan, not just now. Lim Chi Wei has possession now. 9 seconds to shoot. Lim Chi Wei going over to Megan Mahadevan. Megan now with 3 to shoot. Megan puts it up. No, gets the offensive rebound, and it is rejected again by Prince Eze. Here comes Harold Cortez into the front court for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Engil needs to be aggressive right about now with 2:45 remaining here in the fourth. They get it inside to Eze, and he will get to the free throw line. And at this point, maybe Janine has disappeared. She's gone over to Jello.
Yeah, she's working hard right now trying to get us the report on both players, Dewey Young as well as Jello Alangilan.
Yeah, so we have 2 injuries. Mac Baracael with a very short rest. Rafi Reyes will check out of the game.
You know what? I don't think this is a good decision. I do think that Pilipinas Aguilas needs their shooters on the floor right now.
Well, Prince Eze, believe it or not, 100% from the free throw line today. 100% for Prince Eze.
Stays perfect. 200 pesos?
Yeah, Jen Reyes now owes me 200 pesos. I have to give 100 back now.
Hey, how can I get into this action, man?
69-57, the lead is 12. 2.5 remaining in the final period. Lim Chi Wei, open three-pointer. That's good!
Big pressure situation, and Lim Chi Wei just came up right there for the team.
You sure this guy's only 19 years old?
He's 19, man.
Wow. Engil on the fake. Tries to get it to Eze, and that is poked away. And time is running out for the Pilipinas Aguilas, down by 15. 72-57, last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, great read there by Tan Wei Long. He had a 7-steal game in this Sportsclick Filbasket tournament. And, that play right there just now showing why he can do it.
Harold Cortez will manufacture free throws after his steal. Yeah, that stops the clock at 1:47.
Good play there by Harold Cortez. But you mentioned that he, goes for a set shot even from 3. Even for the layup, I didn't see him get a lot of hang time there.
I like the story that Jen Reyes told me about Harold Cortez. If you're not part of a professional league, you like playing those little village tournaments in the Philippines. He actually went up against him in one of those village tournaments, and now here he is in Kuala Lumpur.
Nice one there. Good story, you know, from climbing up the pyramid of basketball in Philippines.
And he is a dead shot. I'm surprised that he missed one free throw already today. But again, it's going to take more than that to come back from this 14-point lead.
Yeah, Noel, just to give you, we have those kind of leagues as well in Malaysia, and we do call them the Kampong Leagues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure some of these players started out there as well. 1:40 remaining. 13-point lead, Kuala Lumpur Aseel, looking for a spot in the final. Lim Chi Wei had a 3 earlier, has it poked away by Cortez. That's his 3rd steal of the game. Yeah. Cortez into the front court now. Alan Mangas in, getting it over to Baracael. And Mac Baracael can't finish. Racho on the fake. Baracael, he had an open shot that time. Once again, working the post, going to the other side. A fake by Cortez, steps to the side. 3-pointer is a miss. Eze, rebound, stick back.
Nice hustle there by Prince Eze, but I thought that Mark Racho should have taken that shot.
Right.
Shouldn't have hesitated. You're trailing big. The 3-pointer will get you back into this game, but they got a good score out of that possession.
72-61, 1:07 remaining in regulation. Timeout called by Aseel. .107 remaining, or 67 seconds remaining, and the chances of the Pilipinas Aguilas making it to the final. 72-61. KL Aseel up by 11.
And Noel, in that huddle right there, you can be sure that Coach Iki Lib was asking KL Aseel not to foul. They are in the bonus right here. And, fouling, giving up silly fouls would just stop the clock and allow Pilipinas Aguilas to make this comeback just a little bit.
And they're going to not get this one across. That's going to be an 8-second backcourt violation. Good response with a full court press coming off the timeout. And the Pilipinas Aguilas now have it in their front court with 14 to shoot.
Harold Cortez just impressing me more and more. He came up with the big steal right there to force that 8-second call.
I believe that's steal number 4 already for Cortez in this game. Mangas on the inbound. Cortez has it, looking for Baracael. They go cross court again. Racho this time, no hesitation, but he will miss. And the rebound picked up here by Lim Chi Wei. I mean, this guy's got a lot of rebounds for a point guard.
I know, 7 already so far in the game.
And it's sort of a leather lock already at this point, being up 11 for KL Aseel. Pilipinas Aguilas can't play the foul game. They only have 1 team foul. There's the fake jumper. That one is short, coming from Liu, but another offensive rebound from Lim Chi Wei.
By the small guard. He's showing he can do it all on the court at the moment. The RCU guys on the bench is already celebrating.
Miss from the outside, and the Philippine team is not going to have enough time to mount a rally here. Mac Baracael will be given a token layup.
Yeah, but that layup would just make the scores a little bit more respectable. And you know what? This will be an all-Malaysian final right here.
That is for sure right now, as Kuala Lumpur Aseel take this one 72-63. There are no more Philippine teams left, and you are right. We are assured of an all-Malaysian final here in the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship.
Yeah, and today's player of the game, I do believe, will be Mr. Lim Chi Wei.
Yeah, Lim Chi Wei just came off the bench and started the second half was a catalyst in the 30-point third quarter that Aseel used and never looked back in this game. Meng, it was just a great game all throughout. Some scary moments there in the fourth quarter when after being down by 21, Aseel's lead went down to 7, but they also had another gear to counter the rally.
Yeah, you know, and I gotta just give it to Mr. Lim Chi Wei. You know, his steady, consistent play from your point guard is something you want from every single coach. And you know, like Ben Ibrahim said, two things that don't grow on trees in Malaysia: big guys and good point guards. And you know, we've got a gem right here.
Yeah, one of the up-and-coming members of the Malaysian national team. I'm already saying it right now. He's only 19 years old, and a lot of growth still ahead for this young man.
Yeah, and another guy that I want to give some props to is Mr. Megan Mahadevan.
Oh, yeah.
You know. He's played well today against Prince Eze, matching him rebound for rebound. He's got blocked a couple of times, but he didn't give up.
Well, it's still a 72-63 win. Kuala Lumpur Aseel is off to the finals.
Assistant coach and his assistant coach. Now, Chiwe, you had a really great game earlier, playing like you had the confidence of a rock star. Why do you think it was like this?
My teammate give me the confidence, and we work harder and focus on defense.
All right, focused on defense. Now, do you have a message to anyone who is watching you right now? Your fans, your family, or your friends?
See us in final. See us in final.
All right, see you in the finals indeed. Now let's bring it back to the panel.
A very special moment for this young man, Lim Chi Wei, a man of few words, but got it done on the court today. 72-63, the final. Kuala Lumpur Aseel against the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, you know his style of speaking, just like how he plays, short and sweet.
That's right. We do have the numbers of this game, and the field goal numbers again stayed unpleasant. 37% for Aseel, 34% for the Pilipinas Aguilas. But the three-pointers were really big daggers down the stretch, especially from Lim Chi Wei. He was able to make a couple of three-pointers to repel the rally of the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Yeah, and both teams, slightly coming back from that. The field goal percentage looking much better in this final statistic graphic here. And what's been the difference for the two teams has been, Kuala Lumpur Aseel getting a lot of contribution from their bench, 34 points from their bench compared to just 17, so almost doubling the bench contribution of Philippines.
And I believe for the first time in this tournament, the Pilipinas Aguilas lost the rebounding battle 52-41. In that one, when they lost to Harimau, they actually won the rebounding department, but 11 rebounds ahead. That's a Kuala Lumpur Aseel staple right there.
Yeah, but Prince Eze still got his numbers, 9 defensive rebounds and 6 offensive boards for a 10-point, 15 rebound double-double, along with 5 crucial blocks.
That's right, and 4 of them on Megan Mahadevan, but Megan is making it to the final and he is not. So KL Aseel is already through. As we leave you now with our game highlights from this one, congratulations once again to Kuala Lumpur Aseel. Now the next question is, who will they be facing in the finals? Will it be MBC Basketball or will it be Harimau? We will have our second semi-final matchup in just a few moments. Meng's going to stay around with Jen Reyes to do that game, and they will be joined by Mika Madrid. My name is Noel Zarate. We will leave you for a few moments, but when we return, MBC Basketball versus Harimau in the second semi-final matchup of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship.